In the Kingdom of Navarre, all 20-year-olds must choose their fate by joining one of 4 military quadrants. Healers tend to the wounded, scholars become scribes who record history, infantry fight on the front lines, and riders, the rarest and most dangerous, bond with dragons to become the Empire's deadliest weapon. On conscription day, Violet Sorrengail should have been preparing to enter the scribe quadrant, tucked safely behind books and scrolls, just like her late father had trained her for. But her future is ripped from her hands when her mother, the iron-willed General Sorrengail, orders her to the rider quadrant, a brutal, cutthroat branch of the military where cadets either bond with a dragon or die trying. And for Violet, who spent most of her life battling illness and injury, it's basically a death sentence. Everyone, including her protective older sister Mira, thinks she's too fragile to survive. The training is ruthless, the dragons are lethal. The other cadets? Even worse. They see her as an easy kill, and they're not wrong. In the rider quadrant, survival isn't just about skill. It's about brutality, cunning, and never letting your guard down. And from the moment Violet sets foot on the parapet, the deadly, wind-whipped Stonebridge cadets must cross just to enter the school. She learns the truth. No one is going to go easy on her. Violet is thrown straight into a storm of tension with Xaden Ryorson, a third-year cadet with smouldering eyes and a deadly grudge. His father was executed by Violet's mother. And to make it even worse, Xaden's father is the reason Violet's brother Brennan died. Despite their electric hatred and undeniable chemistry, Violet can't avoid him, especially when her squad is placed under his command. Every day becomes a brutal gauntlet. Training, sparring, dodging assassination attempts, and suppressing her dangerously growing attraction to her sworn enemy. Violet is tested at every turn, in sparring matches where cadets go for the kill, in strategy classes where one wrong answer could cost lives, and in private moments where betrayal and loyalty blur beyond recognition. She leans on her sharp mind, her knowledge of battle history, and her wits to outsmart her enemies, sometimes poisoning them just to make it out alive. Then comes Threshing, the day dragons choose their riders. Most cadets won't make it out. Some will be burned to ash. Violet is prepared to die. Instead, she defies every rule of dragonkind and bonds not with one, but 2 dragons. Taean, a massive, terrifying black dragon with ancient power, and Undana, a small golden feathertail with a secret gift. She can stop time. This bond changes everything. Violet is no longer just a frail underdog. She's a wild card with impossible power. As her power grows, so does the danger. With these bonds come immense strength, and eventually Violet discovers her signet, the ability to wield lightning itself. At first, her powers stir beneath the surface, buzzing in her fingertips, sparking during moments of danger. But when her friend is nearly killed, the storm inside her explodes. She strikes down her enemy with raw, electrifying force. She's no longer just surviving, she's fighting back. Xaden, despite their history, is drawn to her, fighting to keep her alive, even as secrets threaten to tear them apart. Violet begins to hear whispers of something darker stirring beyond Navarre's borders. Forbidden meetings, shadowy alliances. The return of an ancient enemy, the Venin, twisted beings who feed on the Earth's magic and corrupt everything they touch. And the worst part? The government denying it, refusing to prepare for the war to come. Xaden and a group of rebel-born riders, children whose parents died in the failed rebellion, are secretly working with Navarre's former enemies, Griffon flyers from Paromial. Why? Because the Venin are real. They're growing stronger, and no one else is doing anything to stop them. When Violet learns this, she's torn between heartbreak and clarity. Everything she's been taught is a lie. As tension explodes inside the college, the final test, War Games, is announced. But this isn't just another simulation. It's a trap. Xaden leads Violet and the others to a distant outpost under the guise of training, but the mission is far more dangerous than anyone expected. A venomous assault is coming, and now, thanks to a betrayal by someone Violet trusted, Dane, her childhood friend, the college knows about Xaden's alliance and is setting them up to die. They have a choice: flee and live another day, or stand their ground and face the storm head-on. And Violet? She chooses to fight. The final battle is vicious. Liam, one of Violet's fiercest protectors, is killed. Violet is stabbed with a poisoned blade. Everything teeters on the edge of collapse. But when the moment calls, Violet unleashes her full signet, lightning, raw and deadly, and turns the tide. The enemy is beaten back, the survivors barely escape with their lives. Violet wakes days later in an abandoned fortress, her body broken but her will stronger than ever. Xaden, shaken but alive, pledges his loyalty to her, not just as an ally, but something more. And just as the dust settles, her brother Brennan steps out of the shadows, alive, reborn in rebellion. The story doesn't end with victory, it ends with revelation. The real war is only beginning, and Violet Sorrengail has just become its spark. This book is a masterclass in tension, heartache, and fiery triumph. Think Hunger Games meets Game of Thrones, but with dragons and a heroine who turns her weakness into pure, lightning-charged power. It's a story about truth, trust, and rising even when the world tries to burn you down. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome book recaps.